Okay, this is the question from the textbook. Li Ying, you read this one. Example 19, find until A.
Okay. Find the z-score for each of the following probabilities from the standard normal distribution.
Standard normal distribution is referring to this table here. Okay, standard normal distribution is referring to this table here. Right. So the part A, part A, probability of Z greater than A is 3851. Which one do you think is the correct one? The top or the bottom? The probability is 0.3851. More than 0.5 or less than 0.5? Correct. Very good. Top one, correct. Right? Because the probability is less than 0.5, so it's the top one. You have to shade according to the question. The question say greater, then you shade greater. Then here also you shade greater. From these two greater than A, you have to decide whether it's the positive A or it's the negative A. So obviously this one, because less than 0.5, we choose the top one, right? So it's a positive A. So 3851, yes, 3851 is is here, the 3851. This dot here, this dot here, 3851. The difference between 3851 and 3859 is 7. 7. We don't have 7 more. The nearest one is 8. 8 correspond with 2. Correspond with 2. Now, in the exam, you can circle on the exam paper. Use your pencil, circle on the exam paper. Because your eyes can run away. So, so once you see the number, circle that number, circle that number. Look at the top, look at the top. Then there will be no mistake. Because you are going to use the question paper only one time. So it doesn't matter, you dirty the table also, never mind. They are not going to ask you to find 5 values. The most they are going to ask you is to find one value only. One for probability, one for Z. So the most is 2 values only. 2 values. So you use your pencil, you circle the number you have chosen, then move to the top. See the difference, move to the top. Okay, right. So the answer is 0.292 here. And do you need to change it to negative? No need. Because from the graph, I know the A is a positive number. So no need to change. Okay, right. So you try question B. We are going to stop already. You try question B. Okay, try to look at the table. Decide whether it's a positive A or negative A. Read from the table, then tell me. Okay. Try now. You look at question B. Now question B is the same as question A. The number is the same only. Now question A says Z greater than A. Question B says Z less than A. Okay, we start with Z less than A is the same number, 0.3851. But the graph, they look different. Now the greater than, the graph is shaded on the right hand side. So I shade two graphs on the right hand side. One A positive, one A negative. Now for question B, they say less than. So I also shade two graphs, both of them less than. One less than, the first one. Another one, the second one, also less than. Okay. Now, can you tell me which one is correct? The top one or the bottom one? Less than. Now we shade the less than. Just now we shade the greater than. Right? Now we shade the less than. Which one is correct? The top one or the bottom one? The probability.
The
bottom one is correct because the probability is less than 0.5. If I use the top one, the top one the probability is more than half. So I cannot use this one. This is wrong. It doesn't represent our question B. So we look at this one. This one represents question B because it is less than, and at the same time, it is also less than 0.5. So this is less than 0.5. So now you bear in mind that the A should be negative. The A should be negative. But the problem is our table can never show us probability less than A because the table is calibrated for the upper tail, not for the lower tail. But the equivalent, there is an equivalent because of symmetry, there is an equivalent in the upper tail. So the equivalent in the upper tail is this one, negative 38, negative A 3851. And when I look at the table 3851, the value, same value will come. It is 0.292. But this time you have to put a negative number in a negative sign in front because from the graph we know that it is going to be negative. Any question? You compare question A with question B, then any question?
No, teacher.
No. Other girls? Other girls other than Yi Fen and Li Ying? Sherwin and Jia Yan, any question? No. Can follow or not?
No.
Can. Okay, can
Can,
follow.
teacher.
Okay, so we move on to the next one. This one. Okay, now this one I hide all the ding ding tong tong ding ding tong tong. I hide all this. Okay, the question is probability of Z greater than A is 0.7851. Can you tell me greater than? I shade the right hand side. I shade the right hand side. Greater than, I shade the right hand side. Can you tell me top one correct or the bottom?
Bottom.
Bottom, because it is more than 0.5. Because it's more than 0.5, so the bottom one is correct. And if the bottom is correct, you must bear in mind, after you have found the answer, you must put a negative sign in front because our A is negative. Okay now? Right. Why cannot hide one? This thing still appear. Oh, this one I didn't hide. Okay, hide this too. Okay, right. So now we bear in mind that the A should be a negative number. But again, this number Z greater than A, 7851. 7851 cannot find in the table because our table only give you a number less than 0.5. So we have to find the complement. We have to use 1 minus this number. So how to find 1 minus this number? Okay, we decided the bottom one is correct. So I use 1 minus this number. A is the negative number. Okay, I know. Okay, so now the probability of greater than A is 7851. Less than A is 2149. 2149. Okay. So 2149 less than 2149. A less than this number. Sorry. Z less than this number is 2149. But this 2149 has a corresponding number in the upper tail. It has a corresponding number in the upper tail. And that number is the same as the number that we are going to find. So we're going to find, so we're going to find 02149. 2149 lies between two numbers. What are the two numbers? 2177 and 2148. 2177 and 2148. Now we are going to choose 2177. What is the difference between 77 and 49? 28, right? 28. The difference between 2149 and 2177 is 28. Oh, no 28. The nearest number is 27. So I choose 27. and 27 correspond with 9. So answer is 0.789. So answer must put negative or not? 0.789. This is the answer already. Now you tell me, want to put a negative sign in front of this number or no need? Need? Need or no need? We have found out that this tick here shows that A is negative. So after you found the value of A, you have to put a negative sign in front, right? Next question.